Hello, welcome to my channel, Lux to O. And today I had to share something with you guys because I realized Commodities Archive Collection's coming back out. Yes, it's the Commodities Archives Collection. This set contains the fragrances from their collection. I have had this since a year ago. And this is a sleeve that would be around the sample set. This is a little book that tells you, it's very nice, that tells you the fragrances in their archives collection and what we can expect of what the scents smell like. And when you try them, all of them are here. And you can try anything from leather to vetiver to rain, nectar, wool. This is an absolutely wonderful way to sample Commodities offerings from the Archivers collection. Not only that, they also have a discovery set with their current collection as well too. The Archivers collection comes out like twice a year. This scent contains their Archivers fragrances. Now I have chosen 6 for this first list that I'm doing because I feel that these are good selections for spring and summer. The scent in Commodities archive collections are released, I believe it's 2 times per year. Once is on the 19th of March, I believe that's the date. You can sign up and receive notices when it's coming out through email, so I would invite you to sign up. You can choose a discovery set of other fragrances, or you can choose the Archivers collection, which is what I would suggest choosing, because it's a great way to really get an idea of if you like a particular scent or not. Also, the cost of $38 for this set, which is quite affordable in my opinion with a large selection. It may then be applied to your purchase of a full-sized bottle. Let me tell you about the fragrances that I think are so great in this collection for spring and summer. First you have Nectar. Nectar is here and you'll just pop it out and spray it. My husband said this was one of his favorites on me, and I agree. It's a spring-summer fragrance. The top notes are pomelo, which is similar to a grapefruit but slightly bitter smelling to me. There's an Italian tangerine, and it's a nice addition to the opening. To be honest, I'm not sure how Italian tangerine is different than United States tangerine, but I guess there's a difference, and that's why they put Italian tangerine. Lovely, bright opening. The heart is where my real joy lies, and that is in neroli and honeysuckle. I cannot imagine honeysuckle smelling any better than it does in Commodities Nectar. And that is coming from someone who absolutely knows what real honeysuckle smells like and absolutely adores it. Neroli gives us the brightness of citrus with a little bit of greenness. The honeysuckle gives its sweet nectar quality that can add a bit of powdery floral aroma. It's bright and sweet and gives us an airy, sweet floral quality, and we haven't even gotten to the base yet. As we get into the dry down, we can smell orange blossom and vetiver. The orange blossom is floral sweet with vetiver and can produce different qualities based on the variety of vetiver that is chosen and the way it is processed. Vetiver in nectar gives it a bright, grounding quality, but it's still very fresh and works very well with many of the floral notes. This is very nice. It is a little tart in the beginning, but don't let that throw you off because it quickly becomes a real joy to wear. This is one that I would try before I buy with any of them, but this is one that I would definitely be purchasing when they release it on, I believe, March 19th. I find the fragrance of Nectar to be radiant and have a zippy quality. The next fragrance in this set is Mimosa. Oh my heavens. It is a spring, summer joy. It is very summer appropriate and it's crisp with top notes of lemon and blood orange and mandarin. As it develops, you'll get the orange blossom and jasmine. slightly spicy from the orange blossom. You also get the creamy floral aroma that creates a feminine, fresh, fruity, and floral fragrance. The musk in the base brings the fragrance to a clean, slightly woody, easy-going ending. But there is a vacation vibe about it to my nose. But it can be worn every day if you choose to do so. 3 words I would use to describe Mimosa would be bright, bubbly, and fresh. The next fragrance is a note that I absolutely adore. And me living in the South has nothing to do with it, I'm sure. But Magnolia. That is also included in this gem of a set. Magnolia, I just simply love the fragrance of magnolia blossoms. And that is probably where I live. And I find that when a strong breeze, doesn't even have to be very strong, but when a breeze is blowing, you get that bright, slightly sweet, floral scent. Magnolias can also give off a very light citrus essence, and I believe it does in this fragrance. Begins with water lily, and you do get that freshness and that lightness. You also have green notes, but they're quite pleasant. They don't come across bitter to me. As the fragrance progresses, it reveals its heart, and that is where you're rewarded with a slight floral sweetness from magnolia and a romantic violet. Magnolia can be worn as an everyday scent that is unisex but leans feminine in my opinion. I think the magnolia is realistic and it can be worn, as I mentioned, every day. It also has a woody, earthy quality that I adore, and that is probably from the addition in the base of oak moss and musk. The lasting power for me is approximately 5 hours, probably longer than that. I just can't smell it. 3 words I would use to describe magnolia would be fresh, dewy, and realistic. Beautiful fragrance. The next one is bergamot. It is fresh green with bergamot and clementine. The jasmine in the heart is a sweet floral that leads the way for the vetiver oil and violet leaves, which gives it a green, fresh, and clean scent. The musk is subtle and more of a skin musk. And 3 words I would use to describe bergamot would be fresh, tart, and green. It lasts approximately 6 hours on me, and it does become more of a subtle scent. And my husband really enjoyed bergamot. It's probably one of his favorites. He prefers the fresher scents. The next fragrance is gin, which is once again in this lovely discovery set, is gin. This can be an all year long scent. It is unisex but leans masculine to my nose. It opens with a fresh blast of citrus like lime, grapefruit juice, which lasts for approximately 30 minutes. After an opening that I found unpleasant to my nose, I get a revitalizing feeling from the juniper, freesia, and ginger leaf. The base gives us patchouli, smoky notes, and a musk. It's light, fresh, and woody. It's light enough to wear to the office. I think it does lean slightly masculine, and I think I do like this on my husband, but not necessarily on me. When I asked him his thoughts, he said he was not blown away by gin either. But 3 words I would use to describe it would be sparkling, woody, and aromatic. The next fragrance is Bois, and that is in the black sample, and this is my husband's favorite from the Commodities Archives collection on him. It's an all-year scent that provides a slight spiciness and woodiness. This one has lasting power. It lasts approximately 5 to 6 hours on me. It is unisex and it's very non-offensive. I think it is a type of fragrance you can wear anytime, any place. If you would like to see a video with the other fragrances that are probably a little bit heavier, more for fall, winter, then I can certainly do that video and would be happy to do so. I would say get your hands on their Archiver set while you can, and let me know in the comments what your favorites are. And I do have to mention one other that will be coming out, and this beauty that you cannot see because I have not opened it and won't open it yet, because I like to open my bottles so that they're fresh when the spring and summer comes. But this one is Rain. And oh my heavens, Rain would be a fragrance that I think everybody would enjoy. I think it's a scent that is fresh, perfect for spring and summer. If you like a fresh scent, light, airy, but long-lasting, then I would suggest trying Rain. It's quite beautiful, and if I had to choose, that would be my #1 fragrance. Obviously, I bought it. My #2 fragrance is going to be Nectar. It's a toss-up between Nectar and, okay, it's actually a tie between several. It's a tie between Nectar, Mimosa, and Magnolia. If my husband had to choose a fragrance from the set for me, other than Rain, which is one of his favorites as well, he would most likely choose Nectar. He loved that fragrance. It's a very nice honeysuckle, sweet, rich fragrance that is perfect for summer. I would have chosen Mimosa, but I will say I prefer the dry down just a slightly bit more in Nectar. And then I love Magnolia as well. I really don't know which one I'm going to get. I think I'm going to get Nectar. But you'll see it in an upcoming video if that's the one I choose to get. If not, I might get Nectar and Mimosa. And I might add Magnolia if I'm just feeling excessive. So let me know what you think if you tried any of Commodity fragrances, or if you think you're going to be trying it, and which discovery set are you going to be placing your order for. Thank you for joining me, and please like, share, and subscribe. And please remember that this is only a limited edition that is offered twice a year. You can purchase their fragrances from their New York store that I believe was their original store. But thank you for joining me, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next fragrance video, my fragrance friends. Thank you and goodbye.